From unstoppable arrogance in the kitchen to explosive arguments that pushed Gordon Ramsay to the edge, these are the most delusional owners Gordon Ramsay ever faced on Kitchen Nightmares, starting strong with Joe Nagy from Mill Street Bistro in Season 6, Episodes 10 and 11, a tense two-parter that had to stretch across 2 episodes because the chaos was just too much for one. Joe treated his Ohio bistro like it was some elite, White House-level fine dining destination.
The food here is exceptional. We didn't get this elk from UPS. It comes from our ranch. It's fresh, sustainable, and local. We really are from farm to fork. That's why our food is the best by far.
Constantly bragging about his top-tier ingredients and gourmet vision to anyone who would listen, staff, customers, even Gordon himself.
Joe is in denial. This is not a fine dining restaurant.
Who do you think you're talking to? This is the finest of the finest.
But right from the start, it was obvious Joe couldn't take criticism.
Me too.
It's always somebody else's fault.
It's your responsibility that the bread doesn't taste stale.
Before Gordon even had his first bite, Joe was already defensive, anticipating insults that hadn't even been spoken yet.
I can hear him now. Is the onion soup supposed to be so damn bloody good?
And once the tasting began, it was a disaster. Dish after dish fell apart under Gordon's scrutiny.
Normally should be a little more packed with onions. So much fat on top of it. Greasy.
From flavorless soup to icy elk quesadillas, and a so-called catch of the day that turned out to be frozen.
Wow. I mean, that is a joke. I mean, it's ice cold. Let's get one thing right. Farm to table is not. Farm to garbage can. It's disgusting.
Instead of taking responsibility, Joe deflected every single time, blaming the servers, the timing, or claiming that was how it's done.
Ice cold.
They were hot when they went out.
It took me 10 seconds to get from here to there.
Gordon couldn't even finish a single plate. Every bite was either spat out or left untouched.
I can't even chew it.
I'm so sorry. That's not edible.
Yet Joe's response was nothing but denial.
Very tough, chewy. The main item in the dish.
He's dead wrong.
He acted like Gordon's opinion didn't matter and refused to admit a single fault.
Chef Ramsay does not know the bite of an elk, and I would like to go to his restaurant where he has elk. That elk is tender, it's delicious.
When Gordon left to grab a proper meal somewhere else, Joe took it as a personal insult and spiraled into pure outrage.
I'm gonna go to a restaurant to get some food. He's gonna leave and go get something to eat? Good luck. Go find something better.
By the time Gordon returned and confronted him, the tension hit a breaking point. Joe rambled about how unfairly his food had been judged.
I've never had anybody in my career critique my items that told me every one of them was a piece of and they had to go down the street to eat.
Refused to admit his ingredients weren't fresh, and dodged every direct question.
What does catch of the day mean, Joe?
It means what is fresh, local to the region at the time.
Not frozen. You're trying to pull the wool over your customers' eyes. If it's not fresh, don't call it fresh. Catch of the day.
Things exploded when Gordon called him out for pretending to be a chef.
You're not a chef. Stop pretending to be one.
Joe flat out denied ever saying it, even though he'd bragged earlier about training with top chefs in Europe.
Did I tell you I was a chef?
You told me you trained with the best chefs in Europe.
I didn't tell you that. I'm self-taught by old-school Europeans.
Gordon told him straight that he was defensive, ignorant, and in total denial. But Joe met it with smug deflection, throwing the blame right back instead of reflecting for even a second.
Defensive, ignorant, and in complete
And guess
denial.
what? If I'm all that, you're my twin.
Even when Gordon pointed out that his overpriced entrees weren't worth what he was charging, Joe insisted customers loved his food, despite the fact that diners were sending dishes back left and right.
When you have the arrogance to stand in front of me and charge your locals $35 for entrees that are inedible, have a look at yourself, man.
People seem to enjoy it.
The argument grew so exhausting that Gordon was left speechless. Later that day, someone even found a rock in their meal.
What is it?
This was in my lady's ravioli.
What is it?
Like a rock.
Wow. Huh?
Yet Joe just made excuses.
Oh. never seen it. My God.
That doesn't happen here, but it happened now.
The chaos inside the restaurant only kept growing, but the breaking point came when Gordon decided to dig deeper. After hearing from a former employee about the true state of the place,
This is the stuff that was here. That's meat in a baggie.
What's it doing in a bag?
Blood. It's to be served.
To be served?
That's the chef garden vegetables.
Wow.
Gordon uncovered everything Joe had been hiding: the freezers packed with old food, frozen blue cheese, and pre-cooked meat that completely exposed the farm-to-table lie.
We froze this in 2009, 3 years ago, used by 2010. Frozen blue cheese. Why would you freeze blue cheese?
Every claim Joe had made about freshness and quality fell apart in minutes.
Bingo. There they are. My little Rockefellers, full of water.
The more evidence Gordon showed him, the more Joe pushed back, refusing to face reality and brushing off the truth with more excuses.
From a frozen ravioli, a frozen perch, frozen oysters, and when you deny it, that makes me mad.
Well, let's talk
You do,
about that.
because you're making up stories.
I'm not making up
Yes, you
stories.
are.
To get to the root of it, Gordon separated Joe from the kitchen and let the staff speak freely for the first time.
And I wanted to talk to you guys without Joe around because I need to hear the good, the bad, the ugly. And I'm not talking about Skinny the goat.
Away from his control, they opened up about the toxic environment, the constant fear, and how Joe's behavior had driven the place into the ground.
He loves to hear the praise, but
He will certainly go up against anybody that has anything negative to say.
The guy that was sitting there across from you while you were having lunch, he said he would send it back, but he doesn't want to listen to Joe yell at him.
Watching from another room, Joe couldn't hide his reaction as his own staff exposed the truth.
I just wanted to say, no, we can't serve that. But in his mind, it's okay.
How'd you rate the food out of 10?
2 of being generous.
The tension and denial that defined Mill Street Bistro finally caught up to him, bringing Gordon's patience and Joe's delusion to their breaking point.
And I gotta say that what has happened here, ultimately, is my responsibility and my fault.
Just like Joe clinging to his fantasy, Sebastian DeModica from Sebastian's in Season 1, Episode 6 came into Kitchen Nightmares. He spoke confidently about his talent and leadership, claiming to treat his staff with respect and run the place like a professional.
My ability is endless. Put it in front of me and I'll make the dish for you. I'll eat it myself. I think I'm very polite to my staff. This is unbelievable. Treat them great.
But behind the scenes, it was a different story.
This is filthy. This is ridiculous.
When he's get upset, you might see pans flying across the kitchen. Better duck. That's all I have to say.
Employees described him as short-tempered, abrasive, and nearly impossible to please.
This is why we're losing money.
Sebastian's, he's kind of abrasive at times.
sometimes the things he says are like, what?
Sebastian built his entire concept around dozens of so-called flavor combinations, promoting them as unique, customizable options that he believed would set his restaurant apart.
I've created a unique menu that nobody else has.
We have 23 gourmet flavor combinations.
There's 21 gourmet flavor combinations. It's 20 gourmet flavor combinations. Wait.
But when Gordon asked him to explain his concept and how it actually worked, Sebastian couldn't give a clear answer, exposing just how confusing and disorganized the idea really was.
Over here is our main concept of the restaurant. What we have is 20 different combinations of marinades, toppings, and seasonings. What you do is you choose one and then you add it to either chicken, portobello mushroom, New York strip, or shrimp.
The menu was bloated and built on pre-made dough instead of fresh, properly prepared pizza bases.
Available at any point in time. We have a half-pound Angus prime burger. I had actually 20 more.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir.
God. I've never heard such a complex menu in my entire life.
Probably not.
Customers were frustrated by the complicated ordering process and the hit-or-miss quality of the food.
Okay, let me explain the menu to you. It's a little bit different. There's 20 gourmet flavor combinations. You decide if you want chicken, portobello mushroom, New York strip.
It can take up to like 20 minutes because there's so many different combinations and so many different options you have on our menu.
As always, Gordon did what he does best, stripped everything back to basics. He simplified the menu, introduced fresh dough, and pushed for simple, well-made pizzas that customers could actually enjoy.
What I'm going to confirm now is that the confusion has gone. Gone
Yeah? Is it confusion?
But Sebastian pushed back almost immediately. He questioned every change, doubted Gordon's direction, and kept defending his original system as the future of the brand.
I don't see any uniqueness.
You're not going to now ask me to turn around and say what you gave me in terms of pizza was unique.
I've created a unique menu that nobody else has.
During the relaunch service, tension built quickly as Sebastian kept challenging decisions instead of trusting the process.
You ungrateful.
You have no idea.
Nasty.
You have no idea.
Joker. You. That's it.
Even after the makeover, it was clear he hadn't really changed.
Try to go back to all of those 20 flavor combinations. There's a lot of uniqueness with the menu I was using. Whether he thought it was good food or bad food, it was unique.
Not long after Gordon left, Sebastian brought back his old menu and the same confusing flavor combinations that had caused problems in the first place. In the end, his refusal to let go of his ego and accept help led to his downfall. Soon after, Sebastian's shut its doors, his dream consumed by his own pride.
My ability is endless. There's nothing I can't cook. Put it in front of me, and I'll make it.
That same stubborn energy defined Chappie from Chappie's in Season 6, Episode 15. After relocating his Cajun restaurant from Mississippi to Nashville, he was convinced the real problem wasn't his food, it was the city.
Chappie, my table doesn't like the crab cakes or the turtle soup. That's the Nashville folks we know and love. I think people in Nashville have a problem with New Orleans cuisine. They hate it all. Oh well, these people don't know.
When complaints came in about crab cakes, turtle soup, and other staples, he brushed them aside, suggesting locals simply didn't understand New Orleans cuisine.
Chappie, at 120, the lady did not like the salad dressing.
What was the matter with it?
She said the blue cheese dressing is too thin.
Just get her out of here.
Yes, Chappie.
Everybody thinks they know better, so it's my job to make sure it stays the way it's supposed to be.
Even as servers reported entire tables rejecting multiple dishes and plates were sent back for being overcooked or fishy, Chappie doubled down, believing the issue was customer taste rather than execution.
Don't argue. Move on.
Chappie is extremely hard-headed.
There's nothing wrong with my food. Yeah. Both came back.
If Chappie would listen to feedback, the business would be doing much better.
When a rejected prime rib was removed from a bill without his approval, he reacted strongly, taking it as a direct attack on his cooking.
What are y'all doing? I need to know.
We're taking the prime rib off of his check because he didn't like it and he returned it.
He didn't like the other one either. He sent them both back. The fish too.
John, for Chappie's to be saved, I think we need Chappie to change.
Why waste my time?
Any criticism of the food felt personal rather than constructive.
I don't know what's happened.
Ultimately, the success of Chappie's relies on Chappie.
When Gordon arrived and asked him to rate his food, Chappie confidently gave it a perfect score.
And how would you rate your food currently out of 10? What would you give it?
I wouldn't put it out if I didn't think it was delicious.
Just asking.
So I give him a 10 every time I do it, you know?
Describing his menu as the best New Orleans cuisine in Nashville.
I think my food is the best New Orleans cuisine in Nashville, hands down. So I can't figure out why people haven't come to enjoy.
But Gordon's tasting told a different story.
It's bland.
All right, what do we think of the fried green tomatoes?
Yeah, bland.
The dishes lacked balance and proper execution, and as more plates came back during service, Chappie refused to connect the complaints to problems in the kitchen.
You said your holiday sauce was extremely bland, just tastes like a strong butter sauce. It's very good.
When we bring a dish back to the kitchen, he acts like it's an insult.
Instead of reflecting, he pushed back against the criticism. Concerns extended beyond taste.
Chef Ramsay's a dumbass. You know, if there's something that I think is absolutely wrong, he doesn't know what he's talking about, I'm gonna tell him. You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
And later, Gordon uncovered heavily expired ingredients and spoiled items in the refrigerator.
Salmi, 27th of February 2010. Expired 3 years ago.
My God. What's that?
Even then, Chappie responded defensively instead of acknowledging the seriousness of the issues.
How long a shrimp needs to stay inside the fridge to get that much mold on there?
No, is it between the...
Is it between the what?
I don't know what it is, where it was.
As the episode unfolded, staff described an environment marked by yelling, condescension, and constant blame.
The condescending and the rudeness and the yelling where the customers can hear. That's really, really bad.
I feel like I always get yelled at a lot just for everything.
He shuts you down snaps at you.
They explained that disagreements were often shut down, and that responsibility for unhappy guests frequently fell on them rather than on the food itself.
There's nothing wrong with this. He'll taste it.
He blames everything on us or the guests.
Gordon introduced a streamlined menu with fresher dishes better suited to the Nashville market. Customers responded positively.
That is the only page.
Yes!
Yes! Let's start off with the top. Shrimp and grits, done with Creole seasoning, onions, and tomato.
And for a brief moment, progress seemed possible. Chappie appeared to go along with the changes, though without much enthusiasm.
Everybody seemed to love everything, but I just have a hard time with it. I still think my food's great.
After Gordon left, he returned to his old ways, bringing many of the original dishes back onto the menu.
You didn't do what I asked you. I should have come behind you and babysat you.
While Chappie's stubbornness came from refusing to listen, Gordon's next challenge came from someone who simply couldn't see reality at all. Nino from Nino's Italian Restaurant in Season 6, Episode 10, who showed a completely different kind of denial. Nino presented himself as a hardworking owner who was always at the restaurant, insisting he cleaned the place every single day.
What do you mean?
I get here early. I do the remedial things as janitorial, vacuuming, cleaning of all these plates, and cleaning the restrooms, scrubbing the toilets.
He even showed Gordon a photo of himself cleaning as proof that he stayed on top of everything.
What are the pictures of?
These are me cleaning and pulling down all the bottles, every single bottle.
I've never seen pictures of cleaning.
But it didn't take long for Gordon to see through that claim. In the dining area, he found old, chewed gum stuck underneath a table, clear signs that the restaurant hadn't been properly cleaned in a long time.
It's just that...
What is that? It's just stuck to my jeans. Oh my gosh. See, have a look at that under there. Oh my gosh. How many bits of gum are there?
The physical condition of the place directly contradicted everything Nino said about his daily maintenance.
I get here early. I do the remedial things as janitorial, vacuuming, cleaning of all these plates, and cleaning the restrooms, scrubbing the toilets.
Confident in his product, Gordon asked Nino to rate his own food out of 10. Without hesitation, Nino gave it a perfect score.
So how good is the food? How would you rate it out of 10, Nino?
10.
A 10? Wow.
Yes.
But when Gordon tasted the dishes, his reaction told a completely different story.
How do you like this one?
Dreadful.
No?
Chicken's all floury, slimy.
Making it clear the food was nowhere near a 10.
This is food that you've given 10 out
What am
of 10.
What am I supposed to...
I want you to be honest with yourself and stop around.
Even hearing that directly, Nino struggled to accept it.
Chef Ramsay is sounding like an ass. Too much flour, and it has no flavor, and it's a very delicate chicken, and it's delicious.
As service unfolded, customers quickly began sending plates back, complaining about the taste and overall quality.
Look at this, though. Like, this is supposed to be the breading, I think. This is no good.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
That blame game energy carried over perfectly to Abby Cabral from Down City in Season 4, Episode 7. This Providence spot was co-owned by Abby and her friend Rico, but Abby's hot-tempered, combative style stole the show.
I had fixed it yesterday. I checked it before I left. Is this like really happening? I'm not yelling, I'm talking. They think that this is a democracy, and it's not. If you cannot follow my rules, then get the out. As long as you work for me, you do it my way. Enough said.
She ruled the place like a dictator, creating an atmosphere so tense that even the servers couldn't deal with her attitude anymore.
Abby acts like...
Whatever, don't argue.
Cruella de Vil.
I just want an answer when I call something out.
Abby is a complete psycho bitch.
Everyone around her knew she was the main reason the restaurant was falling apart, yet she couldn't see it.
It's basically Abby's way of the highway, and it's definitely why her restaurant's failing.
Welcome to my nightmare.
Abby kept bragging that the menu was creative and the food was great.
I think it's a beautiful restaurant. I think our menu is creative and the food is good. I don't know what's wrong.
But the reality was the opposite. Customers complained constantly.
There's no consistency. It's just like mushy.
If people are complaining about the food, maybe there's something wrong with the food.
It is impossible for the fries to be ice cold.
Maybe just Abby saying it's great does not make it great.
And she refused to hear a single word against it.
She built this 50-item menu that is just horrible.
They hate the chicken paillards.
What?
Nobody can say anything about the menu because it's her menu. She takes it personally.
Maybe they're not the right decisions, but they're my decisions.
When Gordon arrived and asked her to rate the food out of 10, she confidently said 10.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, mark the food, what would you say? Where are we?
It's a 10.
Wow.
But the moment he tasted one of the dishes, he spit it out immediately.
What do you think?
No. I'm sorry. I mean, look at that there. Oh my God. Yeah. I'm done on that one.
Even after that, Abby wouldn't accept the truth.
What was he bitching about?
Spit it out.
I'm gonna, go at his throat today.
When Gordon called out the problems with her dishes, Abby refused to listen.
The food was shocking. Below par, disgusting, dainty.
She brushed him off completely, convinced he was exaggerating.
I don't think it's as bad as you say it is.
Stop being in denial!
Can you be more specific about the meatloaf? What did you not like about the meatloaf?
Oh.
Can you say something besides
just loopy?
Things only got worse when Gordon checked the kitchen and was shocked by what he found.
Holy crap.
Look at that, lamb bones. Just dumped in there like that. What is that? Chicken carcasses. Oh my God.
Abby couldn't give a real explanation and turned it into yet another argument.
Excuse me, what do you think I'm doing? I mean, I'm trying...
You're being a... This wasn't like this.
Hold on
it wasn't like this. I don't run a kitchen like this.
Hold on a minute. You're calling me a...
I am.
From there, the confrontations grew louder and more personal.
You stuck-up precious little bitch. Let me tell you something.
Oh boy, here we go.
Listen to me.
I'm not gonna listen to you.
You're in denial.
I'm not in denial.
Yes, you
I am not in
yes,
denial.
you are. You can't accept it. There, you'll walk out again.
I am.
Soon enough, Abby completely lost control, yelling at Gordon and telling him to get out of her restaurant.
I don't even talk to my staff like this. Why don't you get the out of my restaurant?
Want me to go?
I would love you to go.
I will go.
Get the out of my restaurant, please.
You are so in denial. You need therapy.
And saving the most infamous for last, Amy and Sammy Buzaglo from Amy's Baking Company in Season 6, Episode 16, the only time Gordon Ramsay ever walked away from a restaurant. From the start, Amy blamed the restaurant's struggles on online haters, reviewers, and bloggers, convinced that lies and jealousy, not her food, were the reason the business was failing.
Approximately 2 years ago, these reviewers and these bloggers decided to make up lies and say that they ate the food and it was disgusting. Son of a bitch. And we lost a tremendous amount of business because of it. They're just haters.
But inside the restaurant, it was clear that many customers simply didn't like the food.
It's really just isn't good.
I'll take it. There's a lot of things that are wrong with the food that she just doesn't realize. Too garlicky, too buttery, too sweet, not cooked enough, too overdone.
That doesn't work for me either.
Whenever diners tried to give feedback, Sammy would rush to shut them down.
If someone has criticism, Sammy tells them, you don't know what the food is supposed to taste like.
Even you don't know what is wrong with it.
Arguing with anyone who dared to complain and telling them to leave.
If anyone tell me that my wife's food is no good, I just tell them to leave the restaurant. I don't want them and don't come back. Is your first time?
Last time.
And last time, don't come back, madam.
Amy stood firmly behind him, insisting that customers weren't always right and that her food was flawless.
The customer is not always right. Choose another pizza or nothing. And I'm not here to take from anybody.
She and Sammy often fired customers on the spot, banning them from ever returning instead of listening to what they had to say.
Daniela, keep walking, mister. You just keep walking.
Chef Ramsay is coming to tell the people how the food is good here. You can go, madam. Don't come back, madam. I'll be happy not to see you here. Thank you.
Amy truly believed there was nothing wrong with her dishes until Gordon arrived. When he tasted the food, nothing impressed him. The pizza was undercooked and lacked any real flavor.
Well, the crust is supposed to be good, but it's not that crusty. It's very, very sweet. My dough's raw.
But when Gordon tried to tell Sammy what was wrong, Sammy refused to pass it on, knowing how Amy reacted to any form of criticism.
Don't worry, everything is okay.
I'm not worried. I'm afraid he's going to say something isn't good.
I know my wife, she doesn't take the criticism. She will be shaking, and then she say, that's it, I'm leaving.
Later, when Gordon told Amy directly that her pizza was raw in the center, she immediately denied it, brushing off every bit of feedback.
Sweetheart, pizza, wake up, is undercooked.
I don't think your pizza was undercooked. I checked it when I took it out of the oven, just like I do every other pizza. And to me, it was crispy on the bottom. When I cut it, it was crunchy. Okay. So to me, it wasn't wrong.
Gordon tried to reason with her, pointing out every problem in the kitchen and on the menu.
Behind your back are the most amazing desserts. And in your freezer is store-bought raviolis that you're never going to convince me or a customer that they're good.
The sauce is delicious. The raviolis, we think that they're very good.
The following day, things didn't get any better. The same defensiveness and denial carried over into every conversation, and it became clear to Gordon that nothing he said would change her mindset.
I told you about the burger, you refused to listen.
I did not.
Every
asked
time
you
I tell
what
you
was wrong
something,
with it.
you come back with an excuse.
The tension built until he finally reached his limit.
I can't help people that can't help themselves and cannot ever take 1 ounce of criticism.
Realizing there was no way to help two owners who refused to listen, he walked out.
I have the right to do the right thing. And the right thing for me is to get out of here. Good luck.